Welcome back again today, rum lovers. Today we have a unique story to tell you. So we'll call this a rum story. Today I tell you about the time I was robbed in Jamaica. So here's how this goes. My cousin is traveling to Jamaica for a conference. Now I know sometimes you could get things, especially the cheaper line rum, even sometimes the more expensive rum, on a steal of a deal in Jamaica compared to the US. Now my cousin isn't a rum lover, he doesn't know much about rum. So, I just told him like, hey, I want this Rum-Bar Gold. And if you find the Hamden overproof, see if you could get that too, right? And I told him pay around $20 for this, because in America you get it for like 27 to $30, something like that, right? So I was like, alright, cool, whatever. So I told him get in the duty free, but he's staying in Montego Bay and he goes to some store, some tourist kind of store, whatever, and he sees this. I say, oh, how much for it? So the guy, he picks up the bottle and it says 50 US dollars. I was like, no way, like this is crazy. Now this is in Jamaica, right? Like an hour drive from the distillery, basically, couple hours, maybe 2 hours drive from the distillery, and this guy is charging 50 US dollars. I'm like, yo. So he's like, no. He's like, he talked to the guy, and the guy said, I'll give you a deal, I'll give you 50% off. So you paid $25 for Rum-Bar Gold. I'm like, yo, alright, that's pretty much US prices, but whatever, you got it, cool. Okay, one rum down. Now, backstory on this. I got this I had gotten a bottle before, and we had a rum event. Not a rum event. We had a family function, which is pretty much a rum event, right? And I put this on the table, and everyone loved it. People drinking this neat, drinking with ice, drinking with mixers. Honestly, at first, I was kind of a fan, but I wasn't a big fan. But honestly, I really started enjoying Rum-Bar Gold more and more. I think this used to be a 4-year minimum from Worthy Park. And honestly, I would drink the Rum-Bar. I think I would say I like Worthy Park's cheaper rums more than I like some of their premium rums. That's just facts. Like the Rum-Bar Gold, the Worthy Park Select, I think I enjoy those more than I enjoy some of the more premium marks, which is come under the Worthy Park line. It is funny. It is just really weird that this is like one of the few brands, if not the only brand I could think about right now off the top of my head, that the less premium lines are to me more delicious. It's weird, but yeah, the Rum-Bar, you guys gotta go pick this up. The Rum-Bar Gold is available in America, in the US. I think it's definitely available in England as well. I'm not sure if they also have the Worthy Park Select. That's another one that I really like from Worthy Park. So then the Worthy Park Select is like the bottom tier of the Worthy Park line, and I would buy that, like way more than anything else. I wish I gotten that too, but maybe they'd charge him like $50 to the Worthy Park Select in these tourist spots. So that's the thing. Like in Jamaica, there's the regular stores and stuff. You go and pick up stuff at the supermarket. You can pick up rums and stuff like that. But then there's the tourist traps, and my cousin unfortunately got caught in a tourist trap where they put a $50 US sticker on this rum. It doesn't make sense, because honestly, like, think about it. The Worthy Park single reserve is $65, $70 in the US, right? And in Jamaica, I've gotten that for almost like $30, like 30 something dollars at duty free a couple years back. So doesn't make sense that this was so much, but whatever. This is what they charge him, $25 after they said he's getting a deal, right? Because $50. So then let's go on to the second part of the story. So my cousin's in duty free, and I said, hey, find the Hamden overproof, because I want to call it the Hamden overproof because they're changing the bottle. So it's like, all right, even if you get the old one, the new one, great, I'll take it. It shouldn't be more than the US price, because usually Hamden's kind of evenly matched at the duty free in Kingston, right? And also the Worthy Park stuff I got was at Kingston, not at Montego Bay. This is my first Montego Bay experience, and I kid you not, it wasn't a fun one. So my cousin gets to Montego Bay. He says, hey, there's no Worthy Park over, there's no Hamden overproof, but there's this. He sends me a picture of this. I'm like, okay, cool. So this is like in the middle of the day, I'm in a meeting, and like I'm listening to like a lecture kind of thing meeting, right? So this guy's talking or whatever. So he tells me, oh, he finds this. I'm like, oh, I wonder what price it is right now to get it. So I know the basic price, right? In the US, it's 100 to like 130, right? Okay, cool. So I start looking, and I get caught up in the meeting. I forget to tell my cousin what it is, but I'm thinking he's in duty free. It's not gonna be worse than America. Oh man, was I wrong. I look back at my phone like half an hour later. He had messaged me. So this text started 12:13. Hey, this is what they have. I start looking. I get sidetracked. I get back into work stuff. He messages me at 12:30. I don't respond because I don't see it. And then I look back at 12:43. He says it's 170. I bought it. I almost died. I was like, oh my, I felt sick. 170 plus tax. Anywhere in the US, this thing is 130. Worst case, 139. Like absolute worst. Like the most expensive I've ever seen is 139, right? And they had it for 170 at Montego Bay duty free in Jamaica. Guys, like, do not, like, I'm just like, yo, this is just like a public service announcement. Please check US prices before you buy things in Jamaica at these tourist trap places. The regular supermarkets are way cheaper. Like, I've gone in supermarkets and seen prices on stuff. You gotta learn the conversion, you know, it's whatever. I think last time I've been there was like 145 or 140 for every $1. So just learn the conversion and you get it. But yeah, these guys are ripping people off, man. 170, he bought it plus tax. Like, tax? Like, what tax are you talking about? Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's crazy, bro. So all in all, he paid almost 180 for this and 25 for this, right? So this is $205, and I kid you not, this is like $100. The thing is that you can't really find this right now in the US, but if I didn't need it that much. Like, I want a backup bottle, but no, this my kids have to inherit this bottle because I could never bring myself to drink such an overpriced bottle, right? Or maybe someone want to pay me for this. Maybe someone want to pay me $2 something. I'll feel better to sell it back to them. I don't know. But yeah, that was my experience, well, through my cousin, of getting robbed, because now I have to pay for these bottles. This one, whatever, it's like paying the US price. I didn't really care at all. But this one at the Montego Bay duty free was a tough one. I'm like, man, are you serious? 170. Let your friends know. 'Cause I know sometimes your friends go and they buy you stuff in other places. And a lot of times it's cheaper. Like Worthy Park stuff at Kingston Airport has always been cheaper than the US. I've gotten bottles there. You know, I've gotten a lot of things there. But the Appleton 15, it was more expensive at even Kingston duty free. It was like $85 at Kingston duty free, and it's only like 65, 70 bucks in the US. Maybe, yeah, 65 to 75 bucks in the US, and they had an 85 when it just came out. What else has gone there? I've seen like you know, something that kind of evenly priced, like Plantation XO was in Kingston, and I think it was close in price to the US. I was like, I don't want to waste my time on that. So you know, just don't want to buy something I could get in the US for the same price. So exactly this I would have just bought here, you know, and get him to get something else like the Select or something. But yeah, this it has been, one of those learning lessons, guys. Hamden at the distillery, it's only like $100. I don't know if they have any more 2020, but it's only like $100 over there at the distillery. And then I don't know where else they sell it, right? So it's kind of rare. You could get that you could probably get that Kingston Airport, probably cheaper. The Montego Bay Airport is completely different. They rarely have stock. They always order stock on certain things. Like, it's been things that a lot of people fly through Montego Bay because that's where most of the hotels are, but it is not always dependable for you to get the right stock. And yeah, these rum traps, these tourist traps they got selling these bottles at US prices, it's crazy. Like, even like overproof rums in Jamaica is anywhere between $10 and $15. Don't let anyone charge you more than that ever. Like, I'm pretty sure I always pay like $10, $12, but all right, maybe I pay a guy $15. I'm not gonna die over that. Always happy to support the economy of Jamaica. So that's honestly, I really get a lot of my rums there, but this has just been a tough pill, a very tough pill to swallow. Alright guys, so that wraps up my rum talk. Let me know in the comments below if you like rum talks. You want me to tell you more stories of my rum adventures, where I buy stuff, how I buy stuff, what's the issues I ever run into in the purchasing of rums. And also, I'm thinking about doing like what do you call that? Like one of those Patreon pages, and do some more backstory on rums, and do like almost like distillery conversations, like talk more on the distillery, talk more about what I've learned about the distillery, and talk more about what I think the distillery should do. Would you like more rum talks? And do you think that more, or even do like interviews, like do interviews with like distillers and stuff like that? Do you think that's something that you want to hear on Ready Set Rum? Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Rum Talk, how I got robbed in Jamaica. I still feel sick right now. Cheers.